here we are, the next day. Not all gone to plan, I'm afraid. This is what happens when you're dealing with situations like what I've got here. I haven't got a spray booth, you have to make do with what you got. Sometimes I spray outside, it's windy, and things happen. So let me just show you what's actually happened. I don't know if you can see that or not, but while it was outside, a fly had decided to walk on top of it and left a trail mark. And if I go back a bit, there's one over the back as well. I don't know if you can see over the back there and all. Let me get it up there. There we go. There's a little critter, and there's a couple of them on there that just decided to walk along the tank. So I couldn't do nothing else. And another problem I had as well. Now, I haven't sprayed metallics before. Okay, so just like you, I'm showing you this because these sort of things do happen. Now, if you can see there, the metallics have not run properly. That's not, oh, that is a run there. There's a little run there actually, to be honest with you. So that's a run. There's a run along here, as you can see. This stuff, as I said to you, does happen. It's happened to me. All I did was leave it. You can see the runs all along there, look. Now basically that's to do with me not spraying metallics before, and when I was spraying around here, for example, I obviously got a bit too near. The metallics, the angle has to be absolutely correct when you're spraying with metallics with the gun. The rest of the tank is fine. It's just this area here and also here. So what I've learnt since then is that when you do your final top coat of metallic, what you should be doing is what they call holding the spray gun further back and spraying what they call a fine drop coat. That means all the metallics sort of lay down together. What's happened is, where I've held the gun too near, it's actually blasted the tank. The metallics have all sort of congealed in one sort of area, and they've all sort of stood up the wrong way basically. So that's the problem there. But as I said to you, the two flies, so all I've done was walk away from the situation, and now I'm coming back today and I'm going to give this just a light sand over, mix up my colour again, and then I'm going to reapply with a drop coat and finish off. So that's what I'm up to now. So get my water out. Little spray. Again, a very gentle sand. Well, I've actually got a bit of 1200 here, I'm going to try with that. As you can probably see, now I've wet the tank down, you can see what would happen if I didn't deal with this situation. That is, with the water on it, it's acting like the surface is actually glossed or coated, and you'd basically see this come right through basically. So that is why spraying water on gives the impression that it's been clear coated. So that's the surface that I've got to actually treat. So that's what I'm doing now. Don't forget, people, you've got to make mistakes to learn from. Nothing wrong with making mistakes, providing that you do learn from them. So I'm doing my mistakes in front of you so that you can actually see what happens when something goes wrong. So all I'm doing here, I'm actually using a bit of 1200 paper here, just to take out these ridges. Again, gentle rubbing, not rubbing hard at all. Get rid of my flies on the top. Them flies have basically just come straight out. It's good using water with your wet and dry paper at this stage, because it really does keep the paper clean. Just a light rubbing over. I'm just taking off them areas. Let me just wipe that down. See if you can see that. But as I say, you're going to make mistakes. Nothing wrong with making mistakes, providing you learn from them. First time I've actually sprayed with metallics, so it's a mistake that I'm making for you, not intentionally. The first time. Okay, I'm nearly down there now actually, it's gone through to the lower layers. I'll just do this little bit here. I'm not rubbing mad at all. Just a gentle rub. That's all we're looking for. Not looking bad now. I think that's fine. Let me just turn the tank around. See if I've got it on the other side. There's a bit over the back end here as well. Again, my fault. I'm only human. And all it takes you to repair it is the knowledge to know where you've gone wrong and the time needed to do the actual repair. If you've got both of them things, the job should be a good one. Yeah, they're looking good. So I've learnt from this situation. Light, very light I'm going over with this, wet and dry. 1200 wet and dry this. There we go. I caused a situation. Yeah, I'm happy with that. She's looking good now. As I say, where that fly, they actually walked across, and when it was wet, you could see a trail mark. Oh, I thought, oh no, I'll leave it. But now, slight rub down, it's totally gone. So if you do get any blemishes or fish eyes or little things, bugs or any debris in your top, you can do this with a top coat as well. Just leave it, and then come back to it when it's dry. You try to do something when it's wet, you're going to have all sorts of problems. Make the job worse. Right, let's go and take this outside and treat it with a wax and grease remover now. Right, here we go again.